Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 23rd January 2022. Right now, I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is DMaths 4024. We call it Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. Today, we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1. We have selected October-November 2007 paper. This paper has 2 hours. The time allowed is 2 hours, and the calculator is not allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper and hope you will enjoy this. So my dear students, you can see that we have selected October-November 2007, paper 1. And the time allowed is 2 hours. We call it paper 1. So let's start this paper. Calculator is not allowed in this paper. So the first question is showing up on your screen. It says, express 22 whole 1 by 2% as a fraction in its lowest term. And the B part is evaluate 0.9 multiply 0.02. So these are two questions. Each question is of 1 mark. So let's show you. Let me show you how I have this. Okay. So 22 whole 1 by 2%, 2 multiply 22, that will be 44, 44 plus 1, 45. So it's 45 by 2% means divided by 100 out of 100. So I will write 45 by 2 divided by 100. So 45 by 2, when I convert this divide sign into multiply, I will write 1 by 100. So because when you convert the divide sign into multiply, you flip this fraction. Okay, so it will become 1 by 100. So 5 with the table of the 5, you can cancel 45 and 100. So you will have 9 by 2 multiply 1 by 20. So your answer will be 9 by 40. So 22 whole 1 by 2% as a fraction will be 9 by 40. Okay, so it says 0.9 multiply 0.02. So I will remove those decimal signs. When we remove the decimal sign in the denominator, I will write 1 for the decimal, and after decimal on the right side, if for example I have 1 digit, I will put 1 0. If there are 2 digits, I will put 2 zeros. So you will have 0.9 will be 9 by 10, and 0.002 will be 2 by 100. So the numerators will multiply with the numerators, and the denominators will multiply with the denominators. So you will have 18 by 1000. Now 1000 has how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. So here 1, 2, and 3, and then put a dot. So you will have 0.018. So this is how you will do question number 1, A part and B part. So let's move to the next question. Express as a single fraction in its lowest term. So we have 3 whole 5 by 9 minus 2 whole 2 by 3. And another B part, the B part is 3 by 8 divided 2 whole 1 by 4. These are 1 mark parts. So let me show you how I do this. Okay. So 3 whole 5 by 9 minus 2 whole 2 by 3. So 9 3s are 27. 27 plus 5, that's 32. So it will be 32 by 9. So 3 multiply 2, it will be 6. 6 plus 2, it will be 8. So you will have 8 by 3. So because we have to, in the case of subtraction and addition of the fractions, you have to take the LCM. So in the denominator, we have 9 and 3. So their LCM will be 9. So I wrote here the LCM. When you divide this LCM with this denominator, you get 1. So 1 multiply 32 will be 32. When you divide this LCM with this denominator, 9 divided by 3 will be 3. And when that 3 will multiply with the numerator, 3 multiply 8, and that will be 24. So 32 minus 24, it will be 8. So the final answer will be 8 by 9. Okay, so question number 2, B part, we have 3 by 8 divided 2 whole 1 by 4. So 3 by 8 divided, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1, 9, 9 by 4. So 3 by 8 divided 9 by 4. So when I will convert this divide sign into multiplication sign, this fraction, it will reciprocate, it will flip. So you will have 3 by 8 multiply 4 by 9. So here, here we have two fractions which are multiplying with each other. So the numerator will multiply with the numerator, the denominator will multiply with the denominator. The numerator and the denominator, if they can be cancelled, they will be cancelled. So here 4 and 8 can be cancelled, 3 and 9 can be cancelled. So you are left with 1 by 2 multiply 1 by 3. So the final answer will be 1 by 6. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so let's move to the next part. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 3. Add 620 grams to 3.7 kilograms. Give your answer in kilogram. Okay, so here two quantities are given and we want to add them. But the only problem with them is that their units are not same. 620 grams is in grams and 3.7 kilograms in kilograms. So you cannot add them. First of all, you have to make their units same. You can convert both of them into grams and add them, and the final answer need to be in kg. So then after adding them, you can convert them back into the kg, or you can convert the grams into kilograms and then add them, and automatically the answer will be in the kilograms. Let me show you. Question number 3, and its first part is showing up on your screen. So 620 gram, I will convert it into kg. So if you want to convert grams into kg, you have to divide with 1000. So you will have 620 divided by 1000. So we will adjust the decimal. So decimal is here. Here you have 3 zeros. So the decimal will move 3 steps to the left. So it will be 0.620 kg. So now we will add both the measurements. So 3.7 plus 0.620, because now the units are same, so they can be added. So you will have 4.320 kg. So that's how you will do question number 3, A part. And let's move to the next question. The second part is the B part of question number 3. He says, write the following numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. So let me show you 3 raised to power 1, 3 raised to power minus 1 whole raised to power 3, 3 raised to power 0. So let's see how we can do this. Okay, so 3 raised to power 1 means 3, 3 raised to power minus 1 means 1 by 3, and minus 1 raised to power 3 means minus 1, 3 raised to power 0 means 1. So then the smallest will, this one is the smallest, so I put A here. This one is 0 point something, and that's B. Then we will have this one, this is 1, it will be the C, and it will be the D. So A will come first because we have to write the smallest first. But here in the order, you will write the original ones. So minus 1 raised to power 3, 3 raised to power minus 1, 3 raised to power 0, and 3 raised to power 1. Hopefully you understand that how I have arranged them. Okay, so let's move to the next part. Next question. Oh. In the diagram, the circle center O passes through A, B, and C. A, B, and C, they all are on the circumference. AC is a diameter of the circle, and the line TAS. This line TAS is the tangent at A. Angle ACB angle is 34, and the TA portion, this thing is 3, and the TC, this thing, TC is 5 centimeter. The first question is find the angle BAC. So basically they want you to find this angle. It's very easy to find this angle. You know, this is diameter. And when the diameter goes to the circumference, this angle here will be 90. So ABC is a triangle in which I know this angle, that's 34. I know this angle, it is right angle in the semicircle and it is of 90 degree. I can very easily find this angle. So 180 minus 90 minus 34. So this is the strategy how you do this. Then their question is calculate the radius of the circle. Look at this triangle ATC. Look at this triangle ATC. I know this, this is tangent and this portion is 3. I know the tangent and the radius, they make 90-degree angle here. So it's a right angle triangle. ATC is a right angle triangle because this angle here is 90. Why this is 90? Because the tangent makes 90-degree angle with the radius, which is at the point of tangency. So I will apply the Pythagoras here. Pythagoras says hypotenuse square is equal to the perpendicular square plus the base square. I know the base, I know the hypotenuse. Very easily I can find the perpendicular, which is AC here. Once I know the value of the AC, then that will be the diameter. I will half it, and that will give me the radius. So this is the strategy of doing these two parts. Let me show you. I have solved them. Here we go. So the angle BAC angle will be equals to 180 minus 90 minus 34, and the BAC will be 56 degrees. Question number 4, B part, radius is the question. We will apply the Pythagoras theorem. So AC square plus 3 square equals to 5 square. So AC square is equals to 5 square is 25, and minus 3 square is 9. So 25 minus 9, that's 16. Take square root on both the sides. So you will get AC is equals to 4. So the radius, AC is diameter. So the radius is half of the diameter. So you will have 4 by 2, and that will be 2 centimeter. So this is how you will do the question number 4. Let's go to the next question. The rate of exchange between dollars and euros was 0.8 to 1 euro. Calculate the number of euros received in exchange of $300. So that's the A part. The strategy is very simple. You see, we will use the method of proportion. Method of proportion. You will write dollar euros, $0.8, 1 euro, $300. How many euros? Let me show you. Let me show you the method of proportion. Okay, so here we go. So question number 5, A part is coming. Dollars, euro. $0.8 means 1 pound. Sorry, 1 euro. So $300 means how many euros? So I will write this proportion in the fraction form. 0.8 divided by 300 equals to 1 by x. So we will cross multiply. We will have 0.8x equals to 300. So this 0.8, which is multiplying with the x, it will go on the other side and it will divide. So when it will go on the other side, it will divide. So you will have 300 divided by 0.8. So x will be equals to 300. I will remove the decimal here, the decimal which is in the denominator. So here upstairs, after decimal, I have 1 digit. So upstairs, I will write 10. Downstairs, it will become 8. So cut it with the 2. So you will have 150 to 10 divided by 4. Again, cut it with 2, 75 divided by 2 into 10. So 2 and 10 can be cancelled. So you will have 75 multiplied 5, and that will be 375 euros. So when he will exchange $300 into euros, he will receive 375 euros. The exchange rate is $0.8 equals to 1 euro. Hopefully you understand this A part. Okay, so let's have a look at find the simple, that's the B part. Find the simple interest on $450 for 18 months at 4% per year. Okay, so this is a question on the simple interest. The principal amount is given, that is $450, and the rate is 4% per year. So once the rate, the time used, the unit of the time which is used in the rate is the years. So the time given is 18 months. We will convert that 18 months into years. For that purpose, you have to divide it with 12. So 18 months divided by 12, and you will get, I think, 1.5 years. So then, because it's a very simple question, they want you to find out the simple interest. The formula for the simple interest is I equals to PRT divided by 100. So very simple and straightforward question. There is no difficulty in it. If you know the formula, then it's very easy. I is equals to PRT divided by 100. So P is 450 and the rate is 4% per year. The time is 18 months, but the time must be in years because the rate is in years. So 18 divided by 12 divided by 100. So you will have 450. You know, 4 3s are 12 and 3 6 are 18. So you are left with 450 into 6 divided by 100. So 1 0 can be cancelled with the 0 of the 450. So you will have 45 multiplied 6 divided by 10. So 45 multiplied 6 is 270 divided by 10, 0 0 cancelled. So you are left with 27. So the interest will be $27. The only problem in this question was that the time, the unit of the time in the rate was years, and the time given was in months. So you have to convert that 18 months into years. So very simple and straightforward question. Hopefully you understand. Okay, this is a question on functions. It is given that f of x is 3 minus x, the whole thing divided by 2. Their question is find f of minus 3. So f of minus 3 means that in the formula of this function, wherever the variable is, substitute that variable with minus 9, and then find what's the value of that formula. The B part is find the inverse of this function. The f of x equals to 3 minus x, the whole thing divided by 2. We have to find the inverse of this function. So this is question number 6, A and B part. Each part is a 1 mark. So let me show you my question, my answers. Okay, so the A part, question number 6, A part. F of minus 9 is question. F of minus 9 will be equals to, in this formula where the x is, you substitute the x with minus 9. So you will have 3 minus minus 9, the whole thing divided by 2. So you will have 3 minus minus will be plus, 3 plus 9 will be 12, 12 divided by 2, and that will be 6. So this is how you do the first part. Hopefully you understand. The second part is you have to find the inverse of this function. So this is the standard procedure how you proceed in this question. We will suppose that f of x is equals to y, which means x is equals to oh, sorry. Okay, so let me make this arrow visible. Okay, so yeah, so f of x equals to y. In the place of f of x, I will write this formula: 3 minus x by 2 equals to y. Then we have to make x the subject of the formula. So I will take this 2, it's dividing here, it will go on the other side, it will multiply. So you will have 3 minus x equals to 2y. So this 3, which is positive 3 here, when I take it to the other side, it will subtract. So minus x is equals to 2y minus 3. X multiply with the minus 1 on both the sides, you will have x. It will become positive. It will become negative. This will become positive. So x is equals to minus 2y plus 3. So in the place of x, you can see here, I can write f inverse of y. In the place of this x, I wrote here f inverse of y equals to minus 2y plus 3. Then I will change the variable here. So in the place of y, I will put x. So on both the sides, it will become x. So f inverse x is equals to minus 2x plus 3. So it's a very famous and one of the kind of questions which must come in the paper. Hopefully you understand. So this is a 2-mark question. This is question number 7. In an experiment, the heights of some plants were measured. The table below summarizes the results. So here you have the heights from 2 centimeter to 3 centimeter. You have 15 such plants. 3 centimeter to 4 centimeter, you have 25 such plants. 4 to 5, you have 20 plants. 5 to 8 centimeter high plants, there are 15 such plants. So complete the histogram which represents this information. You see, whenever you want to represent the histogram, first of all, you have to check what is the class width. Class width means the upper boundary minus the lower boundary. So 3 minus 2, it will be 1. 4 minus 3, this is class width, okay? 3 minus 2, it will be 1. 4 minus 3, it will be 1. 5 minus 4, it will be 1. 8 minus 5, it will be 3. If the class width is not uniform, For example, the first 3 classes, each class width is 1, but the last class, its class width is 3. If the class widths are not uniform, are not even, are not equal to each other, even one of them is different, then you cannot draw the histogram between the frequency and the height. You have to draw the histogram with the frequency density and the height. Okay, so let's learn how to find the frequency density. For finding the frequency density for each class, we take the frequency of that class and we divide it with the class width of that class. Take the frequency of this class and divide the class width of this class. Take the frequency of this class and divide it with the class width. Take the frequency of this class and divide it with the class width of this class. And this is how you calculate the frequency density. And then you simply have to plot that thing here. So it's question number 7. It has only one part and this is of 2 marks. So let me show you my. Okay, so on your screen, this is showing up. You can see the class width for the first class is 1, for second is 2, for the third is 1, and for the fourth one, it's 3. I can find the frequency density for each class. So you will have 15 by 1 is 15, 25 by 1 is 25, 20 by 1 is 20, 15 by 3 is 5. You know the formula for the frequency density is frequency of that class divided by the class width. So I know that the first 2 classes, they are already shown by the paper setter on the frequency density, and I have to show the third one and the fourth one. Its frequency density is 20 and is from 4 to 5. So from 4 to 5, I will make a bar which will be up to 20. And from 5 to 8, the frequency density is 5. For 5 to 8, I will draw a bar whose frequency density is 5. So this is how you will complete this histogram. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so let's go to that. The shaded region inside the triangle ABC is defined by 3 inequalities. One of these is x plus y less than 5 whole 1 by 2. So if I make this y alone, I take this x to the other side, it will become minus x. So you will have minus x and plus 5 whole 1 by 2, which means this is a line whose y-intercept is 5 whole 1 by 2, means 5.5. Its y-intercept is 5.5 and its slope is negative. And that line is shown here. So this is my line number 1. Its inequality is already given. So then I will find the coefficient of this line and I will find the coefficient of this line and I can write their inequalities. If you want to find out the coefficient of this line, you have to take 2 points on this line. And then we will apply the standard procedure which we have learned in the coordinate geometry, where if you have the 2 points on a line and you try to find out the coefficient of that line. So this is the procedure, and then we will check how to represent them on the as in the form of inequality. First of all, you have to find out the coefficient of that line. So there are 2 lines which are left. Okay. So the line number 1, it is already given to us, and line number 2, I will first of all find its equation, and then I will write its inequality for this shaded region. So I will take 2 points on that line number 2. For example, I take 0, 0, and for example, I take 3, 6. So here I have shown the procedure. The first procedure in finding the equation of a line is, first of all, you find the gradient of that line. So the m is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Hopefully you understand this formula. This is the formula for the gradient. So these are the 2 points which I have taken myself on that line number 2. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we will have 6 minus 0 divided by 3 minus 0. So it will be 6 by 3 and that will be 2. So the m, the gradient, the slope of the line is 2. And if you want to find out the coefficient of the line, The formula is y minus y1 is equals to m bracket x minus x1. Here x1 and y1 is one of the points through which the line is passing, and m is the gradient of that line. So I will take this first point 0, 0, and I will take this gradient. I will substitute x1, y1, and the m. So y minus 0 equals to 2 bracket x minus 0 bracket close. So you will have y equals to 2x. So if you look at this, this is the coin of this line. Now look at this line carefully. This shaded area is below this line. If the shaded area is below this line, the equality sign is replaced with an inequality. And because the area is below this line, so the crocodile's back will be towards the y. And because it is a dotted line, that's why we don't put equals to sign. Okay, so y is less than 2x. Now, this is that third line. This is that third line. And if you look at the third line, the line number 3, it's a horizontal line. For the horizontal lines, the equation is very simple. It's y equals to a constant number. And that constant number is this point and this number through which the y-axis is being cut, the value of the y there. So for the horizontal lines, the equation is y equals to constant, and that constant here is 1. So y equals to 1. And that's the equation. Now look at this diagram, and y equals to 1 line is this one, AB. The shaded area is above this line. So we will put a crocodile here in the place of the inequality, and the mouth of the crocodile will be towards the y, because the area is above this line. So this is how you do question number 8, A part. This is how you write the inequalities. Now, question number 8 and its B part is, we have not read the question, so let's go back to the question. How many points with integer coordinates lie in the shaded region? Okay, so how many points with integer coordinates whose x and y both coordinates are integers and they are inside this? So this is 1 point which is 2, 2. This is 1 point which is 2, 3, and this is 1 point which is 3, 2. So there are 3 points which are in this shaded region and whose coordinates are integers. So there are 3 points. Let me show you my work. I have shown it. Okay. So here you have 2, 2, 2, 3, and 3, 2. These are the 3 points which are shown inside that shaded region. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So the next question coming up on your screen is about set Venn diagram, sets and Venn diagram. He says express in set notation as simply as possible the subset shaded in the Venn diagram. So here you can see only this small portion is shaded. Okay, so what is this portion? This portion is out of A. This portion is out of the circle A. Okay, so that will be the A complement. And then out of A, not the whole out of A is shaded. Only that portion out of A is shaded, which is common between B and C. So we will write A complement intersection bracket B intersection C bracket close. Let me show you. Let me show you my answer as well. Okay. So here we have question number 9, and it's A part. He says A complement intersection B intersection C. This is how you will write that thing. Okay. So the next part, and it is of 2 marks. Question number 9, B part. It is given that the number of members in the universal set are 40. Number of members in the P are 18, number of members in the Q are 20, and the number of members in the P and intersection Q, they are 7. Find the number of members in the P union Q and find number of members in the P complement intersection Q complement. Let me show you. It's a good question. Question number 9 is B part. Okay, so it's showing up on your screen. So here we go. So the total universal set has 40 members in the P18, in the Q20, and the common points between the P and the Q, they are 7. So I will draw here a rectangle which shows the universal set. And then I will draw here two overlapping circles, and I name them one as P, the other one as Q. So first of all, we write what is in the overlapping portion. That's the rule. So there are 7 members which are common to both P and the Q. So I will write 7 here. The circle of P should have 18 members. 7 are already there. So you will here I will write 18 minus 11. In the circle of the Q, there should be 20 members. The 7 is already here. So here I will write 13 members. And there are, I think, you add them, plus 31 from the total that the members in the universal set, that's 40. From the 40, you subtract from 40, you subtract this number, which is, I think, 31, you get 9. Okay. So now come to the questions they ask. They ask you how many members are in the P union Q. So I will add these 3. So you will have 31. Then their question is how many members are in the P complement intersection, the Q complement. P complement means out of P, and Q complement means out of Q. So the common portion out of P and out of Q is this portion only. This portion only is this. So here you have written 9. So here the 9 will be the answer. Hopefully you understand. So that was the question number 9, and it's B part. So let's, okay. Okay. So we are done with the question number 9. Okay, so now the question number 10 is coming up on your screen. So it's also up, it's a 3 mark. There are 3 parts, and so each part carries 1. So here a matrix A is given, the matrix B is given, 4, -1, 3, and 0, 0, 1, -3, and 4. So this is A and B matrix. So the first question is very simple. He wants you to find out 2A minus B. Then B part, he wants you to multiply A and B. And in the C part, he wants you to find the A inverse of this, A inverse of the matrix A. So let's let's go to my solution. Here we go. So 2A minus B. Just substitute the value of the A and the B here. The 2 and this matrix and the minus B matrix. This 2 will multiply with each member of the A. So you will have 8 minus 2, 6, and 0 minus this. Okay. So you have to subtract these 2. So from 8, I will subtract 0. From -2, I will subtract 1. From 6, I will subtract -3. From 0, I will subtract 4. So 8 minus 0, it will be 8. -2 minus 1, it will be -3. 6 minus -3, it will be 6 plus 3, and that will be 9. 0 minus 4, it will be -4. So this is how you do the question number 10. It's A part. Question number 10, B part. Here we have 2 matrices which are multiplying with each other. A and B, we have to multiply. So I will write the matrix A here. First, A is to be written. And then I will write the matrix B. From the first matrix, we always take the rows and we multiply them with the columns in the second matrix. So from here, I will take the rows. So 4 multiplies 0, it will be 0. Plus -1 multiply -3, it will be +3. Then this first row will multiply with the second column. So you will have 4 multiply 1, that will be 4. -1 multiply 4, that will be -4. Then this second row's turn, because there are no more columns left. So the second row's turn will be to multiply with the column. And 3 will multiply with the 0, it will be 0. Plus 0 multiply with -8 will be 0. So 0 plus 0. Then this second row will multiply with the second column. So you will have 3 multiply 1, it will be 3, plus 0 multiply 4, it will be 0. So you will have 0 plus 3, it is 3, 4 minus 4, that's 0, 0 plus 0, that's 0. So 3 plus 0, that will be 3. So this is how you will find the product of the matrix A and the matrix B. Hopefully you understand. Okay. So question number 10 and its C part is showing up on the screen here. A matrix A is given and they want us to find the inverse of that matrix. A inverse they want us to find out. So this is the matrix A, which is 4, -1, 3, and 0. So first of all, this is the standard procedure. First of all, I will find the determinant. So when you find the determinant, you multiply these two members with each other. They are on the diagonal. Then you put a negative sign, and then you multiply these two members with each other. So you will have 4 into 0 minus 3 into -1. It will be 0 plus 3, and that will be 3. So the A determinant is 3. Then we will find the adjoint of A. In the adjoint of A, along this diagonal, we change their location. So 0 will come here and 4 will be written here. Along this diagonal, we change the signs. So this will become +1 and this will become -3. You can see here, adjoint of A. The formula for the A inverse is 1 by A determinant into adjoint of A. So just put the values here. So A inverse is equals to 1 by 3 into adjoint. Adjoint is this one. So you can leave this answer here, or you can bring this 1 by 3 inside. So if you bring this inside, it will be 0. 1 divided by 1 by 3, it will be 1 by 3. So, sorry, 1 by 3 multiply 1, it will be 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 multiply -3, 3 cancelled, -1. So 1 by 3 multiply 4, it will be 4 by 3. So this is how you will do question number 10, and its C part. This is how you will find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. So question number 11, the mass of a marble is given as 5.4 grams, correct to the nearest tenth of a gram. So this sentence is very important. This is correct to nearest tenth of a gram. Okay, so if something is correct to the nearest tenth, it means 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 means 0.1, and so what we will do, we will divide the 0.1 with 2, you will get 0.05, and that will be added in this measurement. That will give me the upper bound. When that 0.05 will be subtracted from this, and you will get the lower bound. The mass of a box is given as 85 grams, correct to the nearest 5 grams. So this is correct to the nearest 5 grams. So divide the 5 gram with the 2, you get 2.5 grams. So that will be added into this, and you will get the upper bound. And then you will subtract from 85 the 2.5 gram. You will get the lower bound. So complete the table in the answer space. Find the lower bound for the total mass of the box. That's the B part. Find the lower bound for the total mass of the box and the 20 identical marbles. So it's a two marks and 1 mark question. Okay, so let me show you how I have done this. So here we go. So that's the A part. The marble is 5.4 gram. It is correct to the tenth of a gram. So tenth means 1 by 10. So that is 0.1 gram. So divide 0.1 gram with 2, you get 0.05 grams. So add this, subtract this value from this main measurement. So 5.4 plus 0.05, you get 5.45 gram. That's the upper bound. Then from the 5.4, subtract 0.05 gram, you get 5.35 gram, and that's the lower bound. So the box is 85 gram, and it is correct to the 5 grams. First of all, I will take 5 gram, divide it with the 2, you got 2.5 gram. This will be added into this measurement. You get the upper bound, 85 plus 2.5, that gives you 87.5. That's the upper bound of the box, the mass of the box. And from 85 grams, subtract 2.5 gram, you get 82.5 gram. That's the lower bound of the mass of the box. So this is how you complete that table. Hopefully you will be able to do that. In the B part, he says the total mass of the 1 box and 20 marbles. And he wants you to find the lower bound of the total mass. So if you want to find the lower bound of the total mass, because it will be the sum of these two quantities, so because we want the lower bond, so I will take the lower bound of the box and I will take the lower bound of the marble. So a lower bound of the box is 82.5 and 20 marbles, 20 multiply the one marble, its lower bound value will be 5.35. The mass is 5.35 grams. So you will have 82.5 plus 20 means 2 multiply 10 into 5.35. Because the calculator is not allowed, I try to show you the tricks by which you can do the calculations easily. So you will have 82.5 plus 2 into 10 will multiply with the 5.35. It becomes 53.5. So 82.5 and 2 will multiply with 53.5. You get 107.0. So when you add 82.5 with 107, you got 189.5 grams. So the lower bound for the total mass of one box and 20 marbles will be 189.5 grams. Hopefully you understand. So this is how you do the question number 11. Okay. So now the question number, let me show you that question. So you can see the whole question together. Okay. So this is the question number 12. The whole question is coming up on your screen. Let me increase the size again so you can read the statements more clearly. Okay, so the first part is of 1 mark, the second part is of 2 marks, and first part is, when an object is falling, the air resistance varies as the square of the speed. At a certain speed, the resistance is 30 newtons. What is the resistance at twice this speed? That's the A part. Let me show you. It's frequently coming in the paper, this type of questions. So let me show you. Here we go. So the air resistance is directly proportional to the square of the speed. So A proportional to the V square. So A, when I remove this proportional sign, I write here an equal sign. So A is equals to kV square. He says at a certain value of the speed, the air resistance is 30. So put these values here. I suppose the speed is X. So it will be 30 equals to kx square. So that's my first equation. Then he says, if I make the speed double, it means first if the speed was X, now if I take the speed as 2X, what will be the air resistance? So air resistance is equals to kV square. So air resistance will be equals to K into 2X and whole square. So it will become 4X square. So K into 4 into X square. Take this 4 to the side and Kx square. And you know the Kx square here. How much is Kx square value? That's 30. So write 30 here. So 4 into 30, that's 120 Newton. So the air resistance, when the speed will become double, the air resistance will be 120 Newton. It's a little tricky question, hopefully. Understand? Okay. So let's go to the next part. And the next part is, y is inversely proportional to x. Given that y equals to 6 when x equals to 4, find the value of the y when x equals to 3. So it's a 2-mark question, the B part of the question number 12. Okay, so let me show you. This is done. Okay, y proportional to 1 by x, because it was inversely. So y equals to k by x. When you remove the proportional sign, you introduce equal sign, you put a constant here. The constant here is k. So y equals to k by x. He says y equals to 6 when x equals to 4. So put these values f, x, and y in this formula. So you will have 6 equals to k by 4. So k will be equals to 6 multiplied 4, and that will be 24. So the formula will become y equals to 24 divided by x. So the question is, what is the value of the y when x equals to 3? So in this formula, in the place of x, put 3, so and calculate what is the value of the y. It's 24 by 3, and that will be 8. So the value of the y will be 8. Hopefully you understand this question, and let's go to the next question. The next question is question number 13. He says the diagram shows a container consisting of 2 cylinders fastened together. The lower cylinder has radius r centimeters and height 2h centimeters. The upper cylinder has a radius 2r centimeters and height h centimeters. Water was poured into the container at a constant rate. The container was filled in 12 minutes. Calculate the time taken to fill the lower cylinder. It's a tricky question. You see, first of all, I will find what's the volume here, what's the volume here. I will find the total volume. Then I can find the rate of flow because this whole thing was filled in 12 minutes. So once I know the rate of flow, then I will check what is the time taken to fill this cylinder. I will divide the volume of this cylinder with the rate of flow. It will give me the time which is taken to fill this lower tank. So let me show you how this is done. Okay. So the volume of this whole solid will be V equals to V1 plus V2. The V1 is the lower cylinder, and the V2 is the upper cylinder. So you will have pi r square h plus pi r square h. Both are cylinders, so their formula will be same, but their radius value and the height values are different. The radius is r. The height of the lower cylinder V1 is 2h, whereas the height of the upper cylinder is h. So you will have pi r square into 2h plus pi, and the radius is 2r of the upper cylinder. Here the radius is r, here the radius is 2r. So you will have 2r whole square into h. So you will have 2 pi r square h. Here you will have 2 square will be 4, r square will be r square. So you will have 4 pi r square h. So add them. So you will have 6 pi r square h. So that is the total volume of that whole vessel. So it took 12 minutes to fill that vessel. So the rate of flow I can find. The rate of flow with which the water is being poured. So it will be the rate of flow will be the volume divided by the time. So you will have 6 pi r square h divided by 12. So the rate of flow will be pi r square h divided by 2. So then their question comes, they say how much time it will take to fill the lower tank. We know the time is volume divided by the rate of flow. We know that the volume of the lower tank is 2 pi r square h, and the rate of flow of the water is pi r square h by 2. So you divide them, pi r square h, the pi r square h will be cancelled with each other. So you are left with 2 divided by 1 by 2. So when this lower fraction will go to upstairs, it will flip. So at the end, you are left with 2 multiplied 2. So you will have 2 multiplied 2 means 4 minutes. It means that the lower cylinder will be filled with the water in 4 minutes. And in 12 minutes, the whole thing will be filled. So here we go. On the axis, in the answer space, draw the graph showing how the depth, d centimeters of the water changes during the 12 minutes. So in the 4 minutes, the height gained, this lower tank will be filled. So in 4 minutes, this 2h thing will be filled. And then after the 4 up to 12 minutes, within the 12 minutes, means extra 8 minutes are taken. So in totally 12 minutes are taken, and the whole thing is filled with water. So you have to draw it here. The depth and the time is represented. So you have to draw a graph here. So let me show you. I have done this. It's easy peasy. So here we go. In the first 4 minutes, up to 2h height is filled. The lower cylinder is filled. And then in the next 8 minutes, the upper cylinder. He has told us that in the 12, the whole thing is filled, and at 12, the whole thing means the height is 3h. So first of all, I will join them with a straight line up to this point, and after this point, I will join this point with a straight line, like the line which I have shown. So this is how you will draw this graph, and this one is a little tricky. Okay, so we are going to the next question. He says question number 14, solve the equation. So here we have two parts, both of them we have to solve. And when we say solve, it means to find the value of the variable. So the first part is 24 divided by the whole thing divided by is x minus 4 equals to 1. So here you can cross multiply and then you can make x the subject of the formula, means make the x alone on one side. So same thing we will do. This B part is also very simple. You have to find the value of the y. So let's go to the next part. So we will have, here we go. So question number 14, A part, 24 divided by x minus 4 equals to 1. So cross multiply it. So you will have x minus 4 and the whole thing multiply 1 equals 24. 1 multiplies, it does not matter. It do not make any change. So x minus 4 is equals to 24. This minus 4 will go on the other side. It will add up. So you will have x equals to 24 plus 4, x equals to 28. So this is how you will do question number 14, A part. Question number 14, B part, we have to solve this equation. So 12 minus 2 bracket 5 minus y bracket close equals to 5y. You see this minus 2 is multiplying with this bracket. So I will multiply it. So you will have 12 minus 10 and minus plus 2y equals to 5y. Take this 2y to the other side. So you will have 5y minus 2y here. 12 minus 10, it will be 2. So you will have 2 equals to 3y. So the y will be equals to 2 by 3. So this is how you do question 14. Okay. Okay, so the question number 15 is showing up on your screen. So here we have a wall and here we have enclosure, and in that enclosure, I have to make a fence here. This is fence is here, here, and here. This fourth side is a wall. A farmer wishes to build a rectangular enclosure against a straight wall. He has 39 identical fence panels, each 1 meter long. One possible arrangement which encloses an area of 70 meters square is shown in the diagram and recorded in the table below. Find the length of the enclosure which would contain the largest area. Write down this length and the largest area. Record all your trials in the table. Make marks will be awarded for clear, appropriate working. So it's a 3-mark question. Okay. So this is that. So 2 panels here, 2 panels here, total 39 panels. So 2, it will be 4. So from 39 minus 4, so that will be 55. So your length of the enclosure will be 35. If you want to find the area, you just multiply length and width with each other. It's a 3-mark question. So let me show you how I have done this. So here we go. So you can see if the width is 2, so there will be 2 on one side, 2 on one side. So it will be 4 panels and total 39 panels are available. So 39 minus 4, it will be 35 into, so you can find the area, 2 multiply 35 and that will be 70. I can use 3 panels on each side as width. So 3 and 3, there will be 6 panels. So from 39 panels, subtract 6 first, you get 33 panels for the length. So multiply these two, you got 99. So 4 panels on one side, 4 panels on the other side, they are 8 panels. So from 39, I will subtract 8 and you will have 31. So 4 multiply 31, 124 will be the area. So 5 panels on one side and 5 panels on the other side. So these are 10 panels. So from 39, I will subtract 10. So I will have 29. So 5 multiply 29 and that will give you 145. 6 panels on one side, 6 panels on one side. So you will have 12 panels on the sides. The total panels available are 39. So the length will be 39 minus 12. So you get 27. So multiply 6 with the 27, you got 162. And the next option can be 7 panels on one side, 7 panels on the other side. So there are totally 14 panels. So from 39 available panels, you have used 14. So you are left with 25 panels to make the length. So if you want to find the area, so it will be 7 multiplied 25, and that will be 175. In the same way, if you take the 8 panels on one side, 8 panels on the other side, so there will be 16 panels. From 39 minus 16, you got 23. So the width will be 2 and the length will be 23. So 8 multiplied 23, it will be 184. 9 panels on one side, 9 panels on one side of the enclosure. So 18 and 39 minus 18, that will be 21. So you see the length and width is given, you just multiply with each other and you will get the area, that will be 189. So 10 panels on one side, 10 panels on the other side. So you will have 20 panels, you have total 39 panels. So from 39 minus the 20, so you get 19 left. So 10 multiply 19, it will be 190. 11 panels on one side, 11 panels on the other side, and you are, for the length, you are left with the 17 panels. 11 multiply 17, that will be 187. Now I will 12 panels on the one side, 12 panels on the other side, 24 panels. So 39 minus 24, that will be 15. So 12 multiply 15 and you got the area, that will be 180. So in the same way, you can do all these possibilities. And their question was, where is the largest area? You look at the area carefully. This one is the largest area, and after that, the area has started dropping again. So the largest area will be 190 meters square. Largest area possible is 190 meters square. Here, the length of that enclosure will be 10, and the width will be 90. A little tricky question. Question number 15. It was okay. So let's go to the next question. A very famous question. It says question number 16. Solve the simultaneous equation. So if you want to solve this simultaneous equation, one of the alphabet, there are x and y in these two equations. So we have to make at least one same. For example, if you try to make the y same, so then it will be very easy to solve. It's a 3-mark question, very simple and straightforward question. Let's go question number 16. So I will multiply the first term with the 2 so that the coefficient of the y in both the equations can be made same. So the first equation will multiply with 2. Okay, so 2 will multiply on both the sides of this first equation. So you have 2 bracket 2x minus y, bracket close, plus 3x plus 2y. So it will be 4x minus 2y plus 3x plus 2y. So it will 4x plus 3x, that will be 7x equals to, and minus 2y plus 2y, they will be cancelled. Here you 32 plus 17, it will be 49. So x will be equals to 49 by 7. So x value is 7. So now I will substitute this value into the first equation. In the place of x, I will put 7. So you will have 2 into 7 minus y equals to 16. So you will have minus y equals to 16 minus 14. So you will have 2. So minus y equals to 2. So y will be equals to minus 2. So this is how you will do question number 16. So question number 17 is coming up on your screen. It is given that P is equals to 4x power 5 and Q is equals to 8x power 6. Expressing your answer in the standard form, find P by Q, that's the first part, and the cube root of the Q. Okay, so let me show you how I have done the A part, and here we go. So question number 17, A part. First of all, they want you to find out P by Q. So just put those values there. So you will have 4 into 4 expo 5 divided by 8 expo 6. So 4 divided by 8, it will be 1 by 2 into 10 raised to power or expo 5 minus 6. So you will have 1 by 2 means 0.5. So 0.5 expo minus 1. So move this decimal one step to this side because in the standard form, this number should be more than 1 and less than 10. So if I move one step it to the right, this will decrease by 1. The power of the 10 will be decreased by 1 because you moved the decimal one step to the right side. So you will have 5 expo minus 2. So this is how you will do this, A first part. A second part is you have to find the cube root of the Q. So the Q value is 8 expo 6 raised to power 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 power is for both of them. So give them both. So you will have 8 raised to power 1 by 3 multiplied 10 raised to power 6. The whole thing raised to power 1 by 3. So 8 is 2 raised to power 3. So in the place of 8, I can write 2 raised to power 3. So in raised to power 1 by 3, 3 and 3 will be cancelled. You have 2. 10 raised to power 6 multiply 1 by 3. So 3 and 6 will be cancelled. You're left with 2 only. So you have 2 expo 2. So this is how you do this question. Okay. So the B part is, he says, the number 225 and 540 written as the product of their prime factors are. So 225 is equals to 3 square multiply 5 square. And 540 is equals to 2 square multiply 3 cube multiply 5. So he says write 2250 as the product of his prime factors. That's the first part. Let me show you first that part. We will do the second part later. Okay. So here we go. 2250, which means 225 multiplied 10, and I already know what are the factors of 225. They are 5, 3 square into 5 square into 10 is 2 into 5. So the final answer will be 2 multiply 3 raised to power 2 multiply 5 raised to power 3. So that's the first part. Okay. Then they ask you. He says find the smallest positive integer values of n for which 225 n is a multiple of 540. So I will write the factors of 225 and n means that you have to find out it must be multiple of 540. So here in the factors of 540 should appear, and factors of 540 are given here. You can see that. Okay. So they should come in this number. So this is how you will try to find out the answer. So here we have 225 multiply with the n. So it should contain these numbers 540. It should be a multiple of 540. So it should have these factors. Okay, these factors of 540. So 225 into fill in the blank. I've left here a blank. So this 225 according to this formula is 3 square into 5 square. But for 540 it must be 2 square, which is not present there. So I write here 2 square, and then 3 cube. 3 square is there, so 3 is left. So I write it here, and 5. And 5 square is already there. Okay, so these are the two numbers which are missing there. 2 square multiplied 3 and 2 square multiplied 3, that will be 12. 4 multiplied 3, that will be 12. Okay, so question number 17 and the B part, we are done with it. So question number 18 is coming up on your screen. He says, in the diagram, the A, B, C, D is part of a regular polygon. Each interior angle is 165. We don't know how many sides this this polygon has, but its internal angle is given, that is 165. And they have told us that it's a regular polygon. If it's a regular polygon, then I can very easily find if it's number of sides, because the internal angle is given. You see here. So the internal angle is 165, and for a regular polygon, the internal angle, all its sides are equal, all its internal angles are equal. So the internal angles formula is 180 bracket n minus 2 divided by n. So in the internal angle, that is 165, n equals to, so I have bought 165 here, and then I have bought this n to this side. So 165 n is equal to, I will open this bracket, 180 n minus 360. So you will have, take this 360 this side, 165 n to this side. So you will have 180 n minus 165 n, and that will be 15 n. So this 15 is multiplying here, it will go on the other side, it will divide. So you will have n equals to 360 divided by 15. So it will be 24. So the number of sides of this regular polygon, whose each interior angle, internal angle is of 165. So it will have 24 sides. Hopefully you understand. Okay, then he says ABPQ. ABPQ is a part of another regular polygon. This polygon has 12 sides. Calculate the x. So this polygon, the angle B here, which will be ABP, which will be that, I can find this. It's ABPQ is a part of a regular polygon who has 12 sides. So I can very easily find ABP. Formula is the same. So let me show you this question number 18 and its second part, and second part is of 2 marks. Okay. So let me show you first of all. So this is the whole question is basically this. 2-mark question. Okay. Okay. So the internal angle of the ABPQ will be equals to 180 bracket n minus 2 divided by n. So in the place of n, I will put 12. So you will have 180 bracket 12 minus 2 bracket close divided by 12. So if you have 180 multiplied 10 divided by 12, so you divide 180 with the 12, you got 15. So 15 multiplied 10, and that will be 150. So the internal angle of the ABPQ will be 150. Then if you see, let me show you the diagram so you can understand. You can see that once I know this 765, I know the value of the ABP, and then I can very easily find the x, because the sum of these three will be 360. So 165 plus 150x equals to 360. So x will be equals to 360 minus 315, and the x value will be 45. So this is how you do question number 18, B part. Hopefully you understand. Question number 19 is coming up on your screen. He says, estimate the value correct to the one significant figures. You have 4.03 square, so it will be 4 square, 29.88, it will be 30. So under root 150, that will be under root 144. It's a 2-mark question, so let me show you how I have done this. So you have 4.03 square, it will be 4 square, 29.88, it will be 30. Under root 150, it will be 144. So by mistake, I wrote here 100. This is not 100. Here I was supposed to write, it's coming. Let me show you. 144. So because the nearest number whose square root I know, 150, the nearest number to 150 whose square root I know is 144. So you will have 4 square will be 16 multiplied 30 divided by under root of the 144. It will be 4. It will be 12. So 16 multiplied 30. It will be here I have done the cutting, and 4. So this will be 4 into 30 divided by 3. So you will have 4 into 10. So you will have 40. So this is how you do the question number 19. So okay. Question number 19 and its B part. He says Sam ran 100 meters in 12 seconds. Calculate his average speed in kilometers per hour. You see, it's very simple. You have to find out the speed. The formula is distance divided by time. So we will apply that formula. So let me show you. Okay. So that's question number 19. It's B part. Distance is 100 meters. The time is 12 seconds. So the speed will be distance divided by time. So 100 meters divided by 12 seconds. So you will have, but we want, so that's the speed, 100 by 12 meter per second. If you want to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, you multiply that speed with 3600 and divide it with 1000. So you will get, at the end, you get 30 kilometer per hour. Hopefully you understand this calculation. So 30 kilometer per hour is the answer. This is question number 19 and it's B part. So on your screen, question number 20 is showing up, and let me increase the size here. This question is very simple. You have to factorize. Let me show you. Each part, there are 3 parts. So first part is 1 mark, second part is 1 mark, the third part is 2 marks. So here we go. Question number 20. Factorize completely each of the following. So all of them, the 3 numbers and the 3 parts which are given here, in all these 3 parts, we have to factorize. So let me show you the solution. Here we go. So question number 28 part is 15a square plus 12a cube. So take 3 and a square common. So you will have 3a square bracket 5 plus 4a bracket close. Question number 20 and its B part, he says 1 minus 16b square. You know, 1 is a perfect square and 16b is also a perfect square of the 4b. So there is a negative sign between the 2 perfect square. So the difference of the 2 perfect can see squares is like a square minus b square is equals to a square plus b, and in another bracket a minus b. A plus b, a minus b. So you will have 1 square minus 4b square. So it will be 1 plus 4b into 1 minus 4b. Now, question number 20 and the C part here, expression is given. It is 6cx minus 3cy minus 2dx plus 2dy. So from the first 2 terms, I can take 3c common. So you are left with 2x minus y inside the bracket. From the last 2 terms, I can take the minus d common. So you are left with the 2x minus y. So now 2x minus y can be taken as common. So you are left with the, in one bracket, you will have 2x minus y, and in the other bracket, you will have 3c minus d. So this is how you will do the question number 20, factorization, simple. The topic is very simple and straightforward. Question number 21 is showing up. A bag contains 1 red, 1 blue, and 3 green balls. So there is 1 red ball, 1 blue ball, and 3 green balls. 2 balls are taken from the bag at random without replacement. The tree diagram that represents these events is drawn here. So each here the people who are working. So the tree diagram that represents these events is drawn below. Okay. So there are 3 green balls and there is 1 blue ball and there is 1 red ball. So the probability at the first pick will be of the green will be 3 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5. Then on the second pick, the second when you took the second ball, so the green ball, because here the green ball, one green ball is already out. So the ratio of the green, the probability of the green ball will be 2 by 4, and that will be 1 by 2. The blue ball here, there is only one blue ball, and you have just taken out a green ball. So the option, the probability that a blue ball will come out will be 1 divided by 4. So this table, it says write down the value of the age. So the value of the age will be 1 divided by 4. So let me show you my working. So question number 21A part here. The value of the age will be 1 by 4. You see, I told you this is the blue here is 1 and the total balls left are 4. So the value of the age will be 1 by 4. Express each answer in its simplest form. Calculate the probability that both balls are green, both balls are blue, neither ball is green. Okay. So remember this wording. These wordings are very important. Never forget them. Okay. So first question number 21B, first part, they want us to find the probability that both the balls are green. So probability of the green will be 3 by 5 multiply 1 by the green balls. There were 3 green balls, and the total there were 5 balls. So the first green ball, the probability is 3 by 5, and the second green ball, the probability will be 2 by 4, and when you cut them, that is 1 by 2. So actually here it is 2 by 4, but after cutting it will become 1 by 2. So you will have 3 by 10. So the probability of getting a green ball is 3 by 10. Okay. Question number 21B, second part, he wants to find out the probability of the blue, both balls are blue. Because you only have one blue ball, so this is not possible. Blue, blue, the second ball cannot be blue because, you know, there is only one blue ball. So blue, blue is not possible. So its probability will be 0. Question number 21B, third part, neither ball is a green, means no ball is green. So you will have blue, red plus the probability of the red, blue. The blue will be 1 by 5 multiply 1 by 4. Blue, red will be 1 by 5 multiply 1 by 4. And the red, blue probability will be 1 by 5 multiply 1 by 4. So you will have 1 by 20 plus 1 by 20. The denominators are the same, so you can directly add them. So you will have 2 by 20, and that will be 1 by 10. So this is how you do question number 21. Hopefully you understand. Okay. The diagram is the speed time graph of a cyclist journey. Calculate the time taken to travel the first 300 meters. You see here, let me do this. This is the speed time graph, and then the speed time graph goes like this, and then it goes down. Okay. So up till here, up to 30 seconds, how much distance is covered? It's a triangle, so you can find the area. And how much distance is covered here? It's a rectangle, and you can find the area by the formula of length into width. So let me show you. It's a tricky question. Calculate the time taken to travel the first 300 meters. Okay, so let me show you my written answer. So the distance traveled is 300 meter in that speed diagram. It's our guess that it will be a triangle. Area under the graph is equal to the distance traveled. So the first area plus the second area. The first area is a triangle, so its formula will be 1/2 into base into height. The second area where the car is going with a constant speed is a length into width. It's a rectangle, so its area will be length into width equals to 300. So just put the values 1/2 into 30 into 12 plus length. I don't know, but I know the width, that's 12. So that will be equal to 300 meters. So it will be 180 plus 12L is equal to 300. So 12L is equal to 300 minus 180. So 12L will be equal to 120. So L will be equal to 120 divided by 12, and that will be 10. So it means that after the first 30 seconds, next further you will take 10 seconds. So 30 seconds for the first portion and further 10 seconds. So it will be the total time taken by the car or thing will be 30 plus L, it will be 30 plus 10, and it will be 40 seconds. So this is how you do question number 22. A part, it's not an easy question, a little bit difficult is this. He says it's a 2 mark question. He says, but it's a 2 marks question. Okay. By drawing a tangent, find the retardation of the cyclist when t equals to 55. So I will draw a tangent at 55. 55 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, I will go here, and here I will draw a tangent. Okay. So I have already done this. Okay. So question number 22B, and we have to draw a tangent, and I think that I forgot to write. So when you 2 points on that tangent, I have not shown that diagram, but you can draw. Let me show you. You see, I can show you this very easily. Okay. So here you can see I have shown at 55 how you draw a tangent. Tangent is a line which will touch that curve only on that point. So this red line shows a tangent, and on this red line you can take any 2 points, note down their coordinates, and then I will find the gradient of that line, that tangent, by applying the formula of the slope. So let me show you. I have taken 2 points on here. That one point is 20,19 and 70,8. So I will apply the formula m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the acceleration is equal to this gradient. It will be 8 minus 19 divided by 70 minus 20. It will be equals to minus 11 divided by 50. Multiply both upper the numerator and the denominator with the 2. You got minus 22 divided by 100. So adjust the decimal, you got minus 0.22 meter per second square. So so this is how you find question number 22 B part, the gradient of that tangent, and that will be the gradient of the curve there, and that will be the acceleration, because it's a speed time graph. Okay, so then we are done with this. Okay. Question number 23. This says the foot of a mountain is at sea level. The temperature at the foot of the mountain was 16 degrees centigrade. The temperature at a height of 3,000 meters on the mountain was minus 4 degrees centigrade. Their question is, find the difference between these temperatures. Then the B part, he says, Given that the temperature fell at a constant rate, find the temperature at the height of 1800 meter, then the height at which the temperature was 0 degrees centigrade, then an expression in terms of x for temperature in degrees centigrade at a height of x meters. Okay, so I can solve this, and I will use the method of proportion, and there will be change in the height and the change in the temperature. They will be directly proportional to each other. Okay, so let me show you my answer. How I will do that question. So the difference in the temperature, it will be 16 minus 4, it will be 16 plus 4, and that will be 20 degrees centigrade. You can also find the difference in the temperature like writing like this, -4 minus 16, it will be minus 20. The important thing is that the difference is of the temperature of 20 degree centigrade. Okay, now the change in the height and change in temperature. So the height was 0 at the foot of the mountain, and then the height is 3000 meter, and at the foot of the temperature is 16, and at that 3000 height the temperature is 4. Their question is, when the height is 1800, what will be the temperature there? Okay, so the temperature will be T there. So change in height here, change in height, change in temperature, change in height, change in temperature. So you will have 3000 divided by 1800 equals to minus 20 divided by T minus 16. Just cross multiply them, but first cut them. So it will be 5 by 3 equals to minus 20 by T minus 16. Cross multiply 5T minus 80 equals to minus 60. So 5T will be equals to minus 60 plus 80, and that will be 20. So 5T is equals to 20. T will be equals to 20 divided by 5, and the T will be 4 degrees centigrade. So at the height of 1800 meter, the temperature will be 4 degrees centigrade. Okay. So question number 23, B part, again, I will be using the same trick. Change in height, change in temperature, they are proportional to each other. So 3000 meter minus 0 meter. A change in temperature will be -4 minus 16. He says at what height the temperature will be 0. So if the temperature will be 0 minus 16 and height will be h. So a 3000 divided by h equals to minus 20 divided by minus 16. Minus will be cancelled. Kept it with the 4. So you will have 3000 divided by h equals to 5 by 4. Cross multiply. So you will have h, 5h equals to 4 into 3000, and then take this 5 to the other side. So you will have 4 into 3000 divided by 5. It will be 4 into 600, and that will be 2400 meter. So at the height of 2400 meter, the temperature will become 0. So question number 23B, third part, he says you have to develop a formula. So 3000 minus 0 is the height, change in temperature is -4 minus 16. Change in height is x minus 0, so the change in temperature will be c minus 16. So you have 3000 divided by x equals to minus 20 divided by c minus 16. Cross multiply it. So you will have c minus 16 equals to minus 20 divided by 3000 into x. So c minus 16 is equals to minus 1 by 150 into x. So take this 16 to the other side, it will add there. So you will have c equals to minus 1 by 150 x into x plus 16. This x is in upstairs, it is in the numerator. So minus 1 divided by 150 multiply x plus 16. 16. So this is how you do question number 23. Okay. So 1, 1, 1, and 2 marks. Okay. Here we go. We have question number 24. A series of diagrams using 3 types of triangles is shown below. The triangles are gray, white, or black. The diagram number 1. So here you have gray and the white triangle. Diagram number 2, you have gray tiles, you have white tiles, you have black tiles. Same way, question diagram number 3, third pattern. There are black tiles, there are white tiles, there are gray tiles. So the table below shows the number of each type of triangle used in the diagram. And there are gray triangles, there are white triangles, black triangles. So from here you can calculate and you can write them here. So the gray tiles, 2 tiles in the first pattern, 4 tiles in the second pattern, then 6 tiles in the third pattern, and then there will be 8 tiles, gray tiles in the fourth pattern. So here I will write 8. In the first pattern, the white triangles are 1. In the second, it's 4. And in the third, it's 9. And in the fourth, it will be 16. And the black triangles are white triangles minus, the number of patterns. So you will have 1 minus 1, 0, 4 minus 2 equals 2, 6 minus 3 is 6. So this is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, so it will be 16, 16 minus 4. You can write here. So he says complete that column of the diagram 4. And so let me show you how this is done. Let me show you I've done this on a paper. Okay. So we have completed that table, and now for the x, his question is, I told you just enter those numbers there. Table is completed, and now the question is, by considering the number pattern in the table, find the term in terms of an expression for the x, y, z. Look at here, 2, 4, 6, 8. So there is an increase of 2. So I can find the value of the x. Let me show you. 2, 4, 6, 8. So there is an increase of 2. So if there is a constant increase, we can find the nth term. So it will be a plus d bracket n minus 1. A is the first term. D is the common difference. That's 2. N minus 1. So you will have 2 plus 2 n minus 2. So 2 and 2 cancel. You have 2n. So the x will be 2n. X will be, this x will be how much? 2n. We have to write it here. It's a 4-mark question. So now look at the y. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. Here you have 16, so it will be 4 square. So y is basically n square. Let me show you. So for y, 1, 4, 9, 16. So it's 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So the formula will be y equals to n square. Then they want us to find the value of the z. 0, 2, 4. Okay. So for the z, 0, 2, 6, 12. 0 is 1 minus 1, 2 is 4 minus 2, and 6 is 9 minus 3, 12 is 16 minus 4. So this first is n square and minus n. So the formula will be n square minus n. This whole thing is done by catching the pattern in the sequence, okay? And relating the 2 patterns with each other also. For example, here, these are the 2 patterns. From there, I concluded that the nth term will be n square minus n. So, question number 24 is that. Okay. He says the diagram at the bottom of the page shows a triangle ABC. By measuring an angle, find the reflex angle ACB. Okay. So if you want to find out this reflex angle ACB, first of all, with the help of the protector, measure this angle. And this angle will be, I think, 66. But you can measure it with the help of the triangle. Then the reflex angle will be this outer angle. That can be found by 360 minus whatever is this angle. Let me show you. I have done this. Okay. So if you measure that angle, it will be 66, but we want the reflex angle, that will be 360 minus 66, and that will be 294. You understand? Okay. The point D is on the opposite side of the AC to B. AD is 6 and CD is 9 centimeter. Construct the triangle ACD. So, let me reduce the size. So the D is here somewhere. So the AD is 6. So put the protector here. Take this as center. Mark an arc of the how much? 6 centimeter. And then put the pin of the protector here and mark an arc of 9 centimeter. Where these two will intersect each other, that will be the D point, and you can join it with the A and the C. Let me show you. That is question number, I think, 25, and it's C part, and it's B part. Okay. So you see, I will put the needle of the compass on A, and I will open it, and I will draw the arc. And the measurement was, I forgot the measurement. How much was that? It was 6 centimeter and 9 centimeter. So it will be 6 centimeter. Put the arc here. Then put the needle of the compass on C. Open it. The reading according to the whatever the ACD was. I think 9, and draw that arc. It's 9. Yeah, it's 9. Okay. Where these two intersect, these curves intersect, that is the point D. This is the point D. Okay. Where these two lines. So you can see I have drawn the D, I have joined them with the A and the C as well. Okay. Then the question is, this is the diagram which I have. Their question is, C part. On the diagram, construct the locus of a point inside the quadrilateral ABCD, which are equidistant from A and C. If something is equidistant from 2 points, you have to draw a perpendicular bisector. So if you want to draw the perpendicular bisector of AC, so I will open the compass, put it the needle here. I will mark an arc here. Let me show you. Mark an arc here and one arc here. Then put the compass here on A. Mark the arc here. Mark the arc here. Where this arc meets, where these two arcs meets, join that point, and that red line shows the perpendicular bisector, which shows the perpendicular bisector of the AC. Okay. Then this first one is done. 5 centimeter from the line AB. So 5 centimeter from the line AB, I will draw a circle here, and I will draw a circle here, and I will draw the tangent. Okay. Let me show you. So you can see at the point B, I have drawn a circle, and at point A, I have drawn a circle. The reason is why I'm drawing those circles, because in the question he said 5 centimeter from the line AB. If you remain at a constant distance from a line, the locus it will be a line parallel to that AB line. Okay, so I will draw 5 centimeter line away, 5 centimeter away from the AB. So let me show you. I have done that. You see, I will draw a circle of 5 centimeter at the B and a circle of 5 centimeter at the A. You can see we have drawn that. Then I will draw a tangent which is to both the circles at A and B. This second red line which I have drawn here, which is inside the quadrilateral, it is basically 5 centimeter away from the AB line. Okay, so this is how you draw that. And then they say the point P is inside the quadrilateral ABCD. It is equidistant from A and C and is 5 centimeters from the line AB. So where those two loci will intersect each other, that point will be the P point. So let me show you. So here we go. So here these two locus intersect each other and inside the quadrilateral. So this point is the P point. Then they ask you to find Meyer CP. Okay. So let me show you the question first. The last question is mark and label the position of the P and measure the CP. So we will measure the CP. So you have to measure CP with the help of the scale. And that will be 6.3 centimeter. So we are done. And my dear students, today we have done October, November, and 2000 and 2007 paper. This paper was paper 1, and this is D Maths 4024. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and it's a great blessing for me. It's a great honor for me to teach you online through YouTube. So thank you very much, everybody. If you think that this video is useful for your mathematics, for your preparation for the Cambridge exam, do subscribe my channel. Also share the link of this video onto your Facebook account and onto your Instagram and Twitter accounts. Thank you very much. Have a good day. God bless you all.